job of this. What they did cut though, the problem with the cutting was, of course, looking at the superior mesenteric artery. We'll cover that in just a second. But if we look over here, this is kind of cool. You can see the gonadal vein, or excuse me, gonadal artery going down to the ovary, coming off of the inferior, or no, I'm thinking about veins. Abdominal aorta, you can see it going off that direction. You can also see the other one coming off in this direction, right? So those are the two arteries coming off the aorta. And then you can also see, you can't see the vein because it was cut going over to the ovary on that side, but what you can see is a little remnant of that left gonadal vein. See it right there? It didn't completely fill with dye, but that's it right there. So see how it's coming off of the left renal? See it right there? Okay, now if we go down a little further, here's their this is a great shot of iliolumbar artery. We don't see the vein as well, but the iliolumbar artery is really evident here. It's still intact. And then what's really nice about this area down here is that you can see again, here's your external iliac artery, external iliac artery, internal iliac artery, internal iliac artery, and then you can see the median sacral artery going down right there. See it? Median sacral. Then here's our common iliac vein right there. And then this is going to be external iliac vein right there, because this coming off is going to be internal iliac vein right there. So common, external, internal. All right? Let's flip this over and show you the adrenolumbar, because it's still intact here. So here's your, Fernanda, can you see? Make sure, I don't want to obstruct your view. So here's the adrenal gland. You can see this little light blue structure coming across the top. That's adrenolumbar. Okay? Don't confuse that with iliolumbar down below. And that's probably about it. I won't have you know profunda femoris. It's a blood vessel. It goes back in behind the femur on this side. But again, what we have here is, this is going to be femoral. Here's going to be your great saphenous vein, saphenous artery, and saphenous nerve is right there. And then this is going to be popliteal going behind. And I think we saw, all right, so this is going to be posterior tibial right here. No, it's hard to tell where it's going. It may have been torn. Posterior tibial will go between the two heads of the gastroc along with the tibial nerve. No, that's it right there. So that's posterior tibial right there. No, it's not. That's your saphenous. Okay. So that's pretty much it, I think. The rest of this stuff was pretty straightforward. Any questions? Here's a great shot of the radial and ulnar that they did here. Brachial, axillary, okay, and then subclavian right here. Right there, subclavian. Brachiocephalic trunk right there, and you can see that the external jugular vein was cut right at that location. So that's pretty much it. Any questions? I know you got a question.
So just for labeling purposes, are you going to say like what is this vein or what is this artery? What kind of like put them together?
Yeah, what we'll probably do is, you know, if they're named the same and they're both there, we'll probably tag them both and say, what are these vessels? And you would simply say, those would be your brachial vessels, or brachial artery and vein is how you can label it if you want, right? If we just tag the vein up here, you might say, okay, well that's going to be brachiocephalic trunk coming right off the top of the superior vena cava. If we get in the armpit, we're going to call it the, axillary, right? So don't make this harder than it has to be, okay?